Hey, what is up everybody? My name is Jordan and welcome to another video. In this video, I'd like to talk about is the things you should keep in mind while facing the immigration for the first time, right? After doing all the documentational process, then comes the most important obstacle to you to overcome, which is facing the immigration, right? But I think it's in some countries immigration are not that tough when you're going to Malaysia. If you're a new student who is going first time to Malaysia, immigration will have some effect on you. Keep that in mind, right? So I'll guide you through the process on what do they ask normally and how should you prepare while facing the immigration, right? So let's not waste any more time and get straight into the video. Alright guys, so first and foremost is you go to the airport and you check in your luggage, you get the boarding pass from the airlines, then you proceed to your immigration, right? First I'll give you a couple of tips, right? Then I'll tell what they usually ask and how should you respond, right? So the first tip I give you is try to know your documents more, right? Don't just print out your documents and just hand over to the immigration officer, right? Because he can literally ask anything. He can ask the address of your institution where you're going to, right? The address of your university, the name of your course, what are the modules in your course, right? The duration of your course, the starting date, the ending date, which type of course is it, right? Because some students I saw, they don't study their offer letter properly, right? They just take the offer letter and give it directly to the immigration officer. When they ask, in return, when they ask some questions about the offer letter, they're just blank, right? And if you know what subject you took, you should definitely you can definitely answer the question related to the studies, right? Because some immigration, I haven't faced this one, but I heard that some immigration officers, they might ask something related to your studies. No, I hope you guys know what you're studying, right? Don't just take your subjects out of the blank, so you will be left in blank in front of the immigration officer. All right, so the first couple of things is know your offer letter, know your documents properly, because when you're giving your educational documents, the documents through which you apply to the university, the immigration officer might also ask details about that information too, right? The name of the institution or the address of the institution where you studied in your own country to get that result, right? So that's I think good advice is try to keep in mind all the addresses, right? Keep calm, right? Keep your composure, talk in a like a passive aggressive way. Don't stand there and be scared, right? Don't show that you're getting scared or intimidated by him, right? What the hell? The immigration officer also thinks, oh yo, yeah, this guy know his shit, right? He's not fooling around. Because there's a lot of students who are entering Malaysia with student visa, but eventually they don't go to their college or university, they end up working here, right? And stay here illegally. So that's one of a big issue. That's why they're a little bit strict on the first timer student, right? The second thing is know your personal information also, right? I mean, you already know your personal information, but just brush up everything, right? What does your father do and everything? Where is his business address? What does your mother do? Because they ask a lot of personal questions, right? They will ask where is your town in your own country, where is your hometown, right? What does your father do? What's his business? Then where is his address, where is his village, right? So same about mother and other things also. So they might ask personal details too, right? So you have to keep that in mind also, right? Because they can ask like any caliber of questions, right? So another question that I get a lot is, does appearance matter at all, right? To a certain extent, yes, it does, because Sila, you're an immigration officer, right? And you saw a person who's standing in front of you with your passport and every document, and he doesn't look like a student. I know there is nothing such called as a student appearance, but you should be presentable on that time, right? You just cannot wear a like a polo shirt with your collars up, right? 2 buttons down, your chain dangling like that, you have a slit in your eyes, right? Your hairstyle is something wild, right? So these things create a negative impression on the immigration officer, so that makes him a little bit more like stringent or strict while dealing with you, right? You have to be very loud and clear whatever you're saying, right? Because because the immigration, if you're in Bangladesh, right, so the immigration officer will definitely ask you in your native language, right? So if you want to overcome his a dialect, you just simply can talk in English, right? Because you most of the I mean, like, I'm not hating my country, right? But I saw some immigration officers, they struggle to continue your conversation with English, right? Because they have this broken accent. So if you're fluent in English, you can take one extra gear up by talking them in English, right? So they have no other options to just leave you lah. Just be presentable in your way. Just don't be don't be the highlight of the crowd, right? Keep yourself low key, because you're just going to a country through a 4-hour journey in a plane, right? You don't have to be a Vogue model there on the airport, right? Because I think in Bangladesh you will be nobody's airport crush, right? So just keep yourself in a low profile, dress up nicely, properly, decently, and yeah, I think you'll be good to go. And what documents you want to provide, just provide everything what you have, right? The original, if you provide the original copy, they will return it back, no problem. So try to provide the original copies to the immigration officer, right? Including your offer letter, all your EMGS documents. If you paid your semester fees already, the initial fees if you paid, provide that certificate too, right? And if you have booked an accommodation already, if you have any like any hard copy of that booking, you can also provide that too, right? Every student will have a different and a random interaction, might be positive, might be negative, but if you're a newcomer, chances are it will be a negative interaction, right? So I'm not scaring you guys, just giving you a heads up. So just prepare yourself well, keep your composure, talk in a passive aggressive way, and yeah, best of luck. I hope you come safely to Malaysia. If you are here, do let me know. Hopefully we can meet someday, somewhere, maybe in my university, if you're a student of A.P.U. If you're not, let's meet somewhere else, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next vlog.